Hello.
Hi. Well, I just wanted to thank you for something because I teach at Burns Middle School and I teach Spanish. But this year, as you know, we started our social emotional learning program with our CRDM program, which stands for, okay, it's a long acronym here, Career Resource Decision Making. And the career resource decision making was, I thought, a very good idea too. I know that sixth graders, a lot of people think that sixth graders don't really know yet what they want to do, but wrong, they do. And we were able to kind of explore through the workbooks that were assigned about that. And I wanted to tell you that that was a very wise decision. Children in sixth grade need to start learning about what's available, but also that not everybody is going to complete a college education, and that's okay. So I think that we should also have resources for those that maybe want to pursue futures where, you know, maybe college is not a part of that. I know that I'm the daughter of a father that was brilliant, and he had his own business. He was a wonderful mechanic on cars and had his own car business. And he never went to college except for a couple semesters at University of Tampa, but was one of the most brilliant men and most successful, and he enjoyed what he did. So I would like more information to be given to those students, because in the classroom some will raise their hand and say, you know, I don't want to go to college, and that's okay for some of those students. But along the lines of the success of the social emotional learning skills, I have been just thrilled with teaching those, because I think at the heart of all of the conflicts, the bullying and everything that's going on, everybody wants to be recognized. And I think that when we started these programs, everybody had a voice in my class. And we started to learn about each other in the circle. And we began with mindfulness thinking. We calmed down. And yes, it was wonderful for teachers too, because at that moment I could say, after I said, let's take a deep breath together, everybody. Let it out slowly. And we would close our eyes. Okay, maybe I'd have my eye open for a couple of people that might not be doing that. But after a while, what was really beautiful was that they all started closing their eyes. And when they opened their eyes slowly, it was a very wonderful calm in that classroom for them as well as for me. So I think also part of it was the complimenting process, which was wonderful. Learning how to compliment properly, where we would collect compliments for one particular student, and at the end of our session, I did collect some information, and I had one young lady who was so thrilled to hear about herself. Complimenting, you know, is just powerful. And what I would do is to share them after screening them, to ask the student, would you care if I shared your compliments out loud? And that was powerful. Because, you know, hearing what other people said about them, after guiding them and teaching them how to give proper compliments, it was really very powerful. And this young lady, by the time she switched over to the next rotation, said, I kept hearing in my head when you read out loud that someone said, you're very pretty, and every time I look in the mirror now, I can hear you reading that compliment. So I thank you once again. It's a very, very wonderful program that you've implemented. I think that many of the 7th grade teachers next year are going to reap the rewards from that, and I'm thrilled with it. Any more testimonials that you want to hear from me, come to my classroom. I invite you to please come and observe some of the beautiful things that we're doing at Burns Middle School. Bullying is a major concern nowadays, and I really believe that from what I've seen and from the feedback that I've gotten from my students, it's going to cut down on that, because what you're beginning to see is just people bonding in the classes, the students and the teachers. And I think that 7th and 8th and all of that, these students will know each other. They'll be less motivated to be bullying. And I really think that that's a really wonderful thing, that in the future you're going to reap the rewards as well.
I really appreciate that. And our school board has been a true advocate of social emotional learning and frameworks and the implementation. We had a little presentation last night at the board meeting about it, and the complimenting came up last night, and how it was really important for kids not only to know how to give compliments, but know how to take compliments as well. So, you know, as we talk about culture in this entire organization, what we're creating is a strong foundation that won't be broken.